Hello everybody, it's your boy NoukonNeko, your perfect virtual feline friend. Prepare good vibes. Today we are here to continue playing HonkaiStarRail. And yeah, where were we? Hopefully we could get caught up with the Trailblaze Mission, which is what I'm aiming kind of to do. But I am getting pretty close from what I can tell. Because if I need to do the Trailblaze Mission, future market to, unlock the current event, it feels like I should be almost there since that's currently where I'm at right now. What I'm surprised is that this counts as a Trailblaze Mission. It's, we saw the word Interlude earlier, and this doesn't sound like it's, kind of main story-ish, like from what we've done so far. But either way, it sounds like I need to get it done if I keep wanting to continue my Trailblaze Mission, so I guess we're doing this. So let's go ahead and head to where we need to go. So yeah, earlier I was doing Simulate Universe because I unlock a bunch of them since I'm pretty far in the story now, right? And I am trying to lock the final world, which I just did. I just need to now farm it on the highest difficulty to kind of spend the the event double drop from this one that's ending soon. Yeah, but I could do that, continue that later off stream. For now, I really want to kind of get this over with if I can, get this done. So we need to go back to the train to talk to Marge. Hey, March.
Hey, did you hear about our next stop? It's a world called Penacony. I hear it's a beautiful, dreamy place. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Pom-Pom said the banquet we were invited to is still a little ways off. What can I do to pass the time?
Yep, filler arc.
Huh? Is that my phone? Must be the group chat.
Oh, from Branya. Can you read this message, Express crew? Yeah, how does she have technology to contact us? Maybe we kind of gave her something. Hey Branya, long time no see. Branya, we miss you so much. Oh, she doesn't sound like that. Great. I was worried that you couldn't receive the messages. I know you're busy, so I'll keep it brief. Recently, I've been working on preparing... Keep it short. I've been working on preparing the Soul Worm Festival, a traditional Belabogian festival. The standard celebration for this festival has been suspended for years due to the fragmentarium and lockdown. And the Belabogians now really need a heated celebration to lift their spirits. So if you have time, I'd like to invite you to the Soul Worm Festival and witness what we achieved so far in reviving Belabog. Oh yeah, sure thing. What happens if we say no? She probably would insist, right? Me too. Festival and celebrations are right up my alley. It'd be great if you can come. Everyone's been missing you. Has Dan Heng been busy these days? He hasn't sent any messages in the group chat. He's over in his room recently. I guess he turned up all his devices. We'll check on him for you. Thank you, March. I'm looking forward to seeing you on the Soulworm Festival.
That Dan Heng. He can't just ignore Branya. Let's go to his room and talk to him.
Yeah, alright. Yep, prologue. I wonder how long this is gonna take. We'll just take it one step at a time. Oh, I'll also say hi to Pom Pom very quick. NoukonNeko. What's on your mind? For the next adventure, to ensure sufficient supplies, you have to... I will lead the way in cutting spending. I'll just make you our emergency food. You wanna send me out hunting? What are you thinking? This is the Astral Express. You may not know, but various materials are needed in order to ensure the normal operation of Astral Express. And isn't that why you need me to go get those materials? But before we had good relation with the space station, Himiko and Aster reached out some kind of resource supply agreement. For some basic supplies, we can go directly to the corresponding department and ask them. Well, we don't ask for things that are too expensive and troublesome. Since you are here, I told Asta that she already informed the person in charge of the corresponding department. Why don't you run the errand for me this time? Oh, so I need to go say hi to someone and get some supplies?
If
The
there's
that can be
rumors are
done.
already circulating.
Let's take a look.
Let's gather some intel first.
What rumors? I feel like this is for some kind of other quest that happened. Everything happened exactly as predicted in the Mystic Scroll of Eons. Exactly. If it's true, the Lord must have seen... No. Must be watching. Gosh, I can't breathe. Oh my gosh. Are you alright? Okay, I am good. I mean, I'm great. Good is an understatement for what I'm feeling right now. How would you feel if you get to see the sun while it's basking in his warmth? That's exactly how I feel right now. About the supply agreement. Oh, I see. It's an agreement related to the Astral Express, right? The Department of Insight has indeed obtained a batch of interesting documents. But I have something to do right now. I have someone transfer information to you later. Oh. Okay. Now I have to head back to the parlor car. There was also Silverwolf right here, right? Hey, what are you up to?
That's a serious expression you've got there. Did something catch your attention?
You did?
I mean no harm. I'm just visiting. The older gentleman with glasses was also giving me some very subtle looks. Has there been a misunderstanding of some kind? Do you always tell people ahead of time before you pay them a visit?
I mean, well, I actually do. Yeah, that's called common courtesy.
I see. It's just a cultural difference. Punk Lord doesn't have this custom, and the Stellaron hunters don't generally observe this kind of tradition either.
Yeah, I can't imagine they would.
Isn't it often the case in movies that a guy comes home and turns on the lights, only to find someone sitting on the sofa waiting for him? Kafka and Blade both like to do that. And Sam won't even give the guy a chance to turn on the lights. But that's not my style. I will take the initiative to say hello before the other person enters the room. You see, I'm treating you quite well.
Is that all you can say?
No need to worry. I will always take the initiative to greet you when I come to visit.
Yeah, she's been visiting the train more often. It's funny because when I was like in between Warp 1 and 2 for the longest time, like, yeah, she never appeared. But as soon as I started progressing into the story, but she started appearing almost every day. What does Will have to say about all this?
Ah, you're back.
Oh, because he's not fully voiced right here. You should record everything interesting you come across during your adventures. In the end, they may just become important points of the conversation. Kafka's. Oh yeah, I could show Kafka's message. That's part of another quest. Yeah, we'll worry about that later. Now we'll just continue with the Trailblaze mission. Yeah, that's always the priority first before any other side quest. As long as the side quest doesn't go away. But I guess Venice is actually the highest priority, then Trailblaze, then side questing, I guess. Character quest, then side quest.
Hung, Branya just sent all of us a message. Did you see it yet?
Yes, I saw it.
Then why didn't you reply? Branya's a good friend of ours.
I'm sorry. I'm just not in the mood for idle chat. There's been a lot weighing on my mind since the Loufu. It was tough on the spirit.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
Don Hung. I'm the one who should be sorry. I was being too pushy. You're right. You went through a lot on the Xianzhou. Take all the time you need.
Dang, Hung, stay on this press and get some rest. Well, I mean, yeah, sometimes people just need some time alone. I kind of get that sometimes, right? But other times they really need to kind of, yeah, they sometimes would like to go out and get a change of scenery, right? It's really up to them. Let's just invite him anyways and see what he prefers. Why not come with us for a change of scenery?
No thanks. I'll be staying on the express.
It couldn't hurt to invite him, but okay. That's fine.
It's great that Belobog is able to host a celebration. I hope your trip goes well. Say hi to our friends for me.
Okay. Rest up. You're not allowed to miss the next Trailblaze expedition.
I'll be there next time.
Guess he's not going with us.
Won't budge, huh? Looks like it's just the two of us then. pity. He's gonna miss out. We never get the chance to go on a stress-free adventure.
Yeah, this is a for fun mission, right? I say mission, but technically it shouldn't be a mission, right? If it's just going to a festival. Yeah, but he's been through a lot. Stress-free for us or stress-free for the planet?
I know, but it's still a shame, don't you think? If only Himeko could come with us.
What about Pom Pom? You know, yeah, I don't know if Pom Pom can actually leave the train. So I'm kind of curious what she would say about that. What about Pom Pom?
Pom Pom can't just leave the express whenever they feel like it. You didn't know? Seems like someone wasn't paying attention.
I mean, it was my guess. I just wanted to confirm.
Why don't we go ask Himeko to tag along? She might be up for an adventure. You've been on the express for a while now, but you've never gone on a trip with Himeko before, right? Well, now's your chance.
Seems like if I picked Mr. Waltz or Mr. Yang, it would have gave a different reason why he couldn't come and would have eventually invited Himeko anyways. But yeah, let's go. Haven't had a adventure with Himeko before. She's just sitting in my inventory at level 1.
That's a big smile on your face. What's the good news?
Himeko, there's a celebration coming up on Eurillo 6, organized by the Supreme Guardian, and we're invited to go take in the sights and sounds. Don Hung won't be going anywhere for a while. He's still resting up, so wanna come with us? I mean, considering how you helped us out with Cocolia, I'm sure Branya would be happy to see you.
Ah, so that explains the grin. You're excited about the celebration. Thanks for the invite, but I'm afraid my hands are full right now. Please send my regards to the Supreme Guardian.
How come everybody's just busy, like, on this train when there's no big events happening around here, right? I mean, how much could happen here? But maybe they have paperwork to do.
Make the most of the festivities. You've earned it. You two and Don Hung did help save Eurillo 6 after all. I'll be sure to join you guys next time.
Navigators really do have their plates full, huh? Seems like it's just you and me this time. Let me go pack some stuff for the trip first. Come and find me when you're ready to set off.
So this kind of feels a little bit off because aren't we going away from Eurillo 6 and kind of took a detour for the Loufu, and now we're heading back to, you know, where we need to go. So how are we going back to Eurillo 6? Is it, I mean, in game mechanics it's pretty much teleportation, but is that what we're actually doing too, like actual story wise? Places do we gotten before? Are we able to just go back and forth between the train and the planet that we traveled to? Maybe that's a secret ability that this train has.
I've got a lot going on right now, but I'll try to make it next time. I'm sure you'll have a great time. Don't forget to send my regards to the Supreme Guardian while you're there.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see here finally get some action in the next planet we're heading to soon. Do you want to say hi to Yang very quick? I want to see what he says about this whole trip.
Ah, you're back.
Nope. Nothing to mention with the current stuff going on right now. It's fine. Right, March. Let's zip over there. Oh wait, she has a new costume.
So, what do you think about my new Pretty neat, right?
Yeah, she's kind of like a princess right now. Yeah, very fancy.
It's been sitting in my wardrobe collecting dust for far too long, but now I finally got the chance to wear it. This kind of event doesn't come around every day. Why shouldn't I dress for the occasion? You're not really gonna wear that same old outfit, are you?
Am I getting a new outfit too? Guess not.
Let's just pretend I never said anything. As long as one of us is making an effort.
I don't go in her room too often. Because these are photos of our previous adventures. And I guess they update depending on how far you have been in throughout the story. Yeah, I think it's kind of looping.
Pajamas, hot water bottle, pom-pom doll. That should be everything. Let's go. Wow, that was fast. Don't you have anything you want to bring with you?
She's bringing Pom Pom's doll. My relics all have speed attributes. What does that even mean?
Well, I thought since Pom Pom can't leave the express, bringing a doll with us is kind of like taking them trailblazing. I was just taking a look at Mr. Yang's records, and it seems like Eurillo 6's average temperature has warmed up quite a bit. It's much warmer than it was on our first trip there. I wouldn't call it livable just yet, but things are looking up. I'm so happy for Branya and Zila. Ready to go?
Yeah, you bet. It's time to celebrate.
Belobog, here we come!
Galabog. 700 years. It's never too late to pick up the tab.
700 years? Does that mean she's a long life species?
Ugh, brr! How do people living in all this snow celebrate anything? Oh, one thing's for sure, though. Where there's a celebration, there's bound to be food, right? Come on, Belobog.
Like trying to think if I have any characters that can hit him. I probably could have hit him with lightning, but it's okay. Can't think fast enough.
Lend me your strength.
I hope this doesn't interrupt this conversation. Most likely it does. But it didn't look like I could just sneak past him. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention is Jing Lu, her traces are almost all maxed out. I'm at 10, 9, 10. I don't know where to place that 9, but it's just her ult that's missing
Wait a sec.
one more level.
That person over there, that doesn't look like a Silvermane Guard uniform.
Who?
All in black. Surely they're not IPC on this world? Am I going crazy?
It's IPC.
The Interastral Peace Corporation. Who else? The one whose insignia is pretty much everywhere? That IPC.
So they're like space cops?
You still don't remember? Oh, what about Findy? That's one of their products. Oh, and the Interastral Peace broadcast. You know, the one always being played on the Express?
Oh.
Never mind, it's not that important. The important question is, what are the IPC doing on Eurillo 6? There's only one way to find out. Let's go ask. I've always found IPC staff easy to talk to.
Okay. I was like wondering if it's a bad or good thing.
Hi, do you work for the Interastral Peace Corporation? Or are you just dressing fancy today?
He doesn't really have a mouth. Looks like just like a robot. Huh?
Boss, encounter with 2 unknowns. Want me to take them out? Over.
What?
Take us out?
Take them out? Just hang tight for a second. I'm on my way. Don't do anything stupid.
Ooh. Sounds like somebody important.
Glad to make your acquaintance. I'm Topaz, an investment expert from the Interastral Peace Corporation. I'm here on Eurilla 6 for a special business assignment. You'll have to forgive my colleague here. People skills aren't his strong suit. Please don't take it to heart.
Phew, you scared the life out of me. We're here for the celebrations. We're not looking for more conflicts. Oh, right. We should probably introduce ourselves. I'm March 7th, a passenger of the Astral Express. You may have heard of it? And this is my friend and fellow passenger.
No kidding. I could tell you weren't locals from a mile away, but I didn't expect to run into 2 nameless here. Fate is such a curious thing. I heard that Eurilla 6 only stepped out of the Stellaron's shadow thanks to the direct intervention of the Trailblazers. Surely, you two aren't...
That's us. The honor is yours. But I technically prefer to be a little bit humble. We may have helped out a little bit.
So humble all of a sudden, huh? Are you feeling all right? Should I call a doctor?
I never imagined I'd run into living legends here. Must be your lucky day, huh, Numby?
Oh, it's a friendly...
Wow, Miss Topaz. You're really young for an IPC executive. That's impressive.
I guess they're kind of just like space pigs, right? So I guess you could keep them as a pet.
More good luck, I suppose. But it's not as cushy as you think. Scurrying from one side of the galaxy to the other. Going wherever businesses require me to be.
Huh. Your job sounds pretty similar to the express cruise. Aside from the business, I guess. Oh, Branya moves fast. The crisis is only just over and she's already opened talks with the IPC.
These talks aren't exactly what you might expect. But I have to agree. The Supreme Guardian definitely knows how to govern a city. That's the reason I'm here on Eurilla 6, to meet with her. Miss March, you said you were on your way to Belobog festivities, right? My apologies for delaying you both.
Don't be sorry. It's not like we're in a rush. Want to come to the city with us? The snow plains are freezing, and it's easier than you think to get lost out here.
Thanks for the concern, but I'll manage. It's my first time on this world. I'd like to take it in its vast, iconic snowscape for just a little longer. Who knows? Maybe we'll cross paths again during the celebrations. Oh, here's my contact information. I don't usually respond during work hours, but I'd be happy to chat off the clock.
Wow, I actually managed to get an IPC executive's phone number without even trying.
Teach me how to get rich. I mean, I wouldn't really ask any of these questions, but I guess... Guess that's the one I would pick.
Me too.
You two make a cute pair. Anyway, I'd better be on my way. See you next time.
The universe is huge, yet we somehow stumbled onto the same path. Fate truly works in mysterious ways, don't you think? Come on, let's head into the city.
Does she not get cold in that outfit out here? It's one thing to be in the city, that's probably okay, but out here?
Wow, there are people everywhere. Are you sure we're in Belobog? And now to check out the main event, the food. Come on, keep up.
Yeah, it's well, it took like I've been here so many times just for commissions or daily missions, but I guess story-wise I haven't been here for a while. Yeah, what's new?
Hey, quick! Serval's about to start singing.
I'm listening.
Woo! Thanks, everyone! Hope you're ready for a great show. Let's get started.
Serval! Serval!
Heartbeats will shake me.
So rules can't break me.
Crank the sound and let your soul be free.
Lightning strikes right off the wall. Let yourself fall into it all.
I guess there's some singing. I was wondering it was going to be like a whole song, but nope, it's just a very small clip of it. Wait, can I keep on listening? Is that possible?
Heartbeats will shake me.
So rules can't break me.
Crank the sound and let your soul be free.
The lightning strikes right off the wall. Let yourself fall into it all.
Guess not. Same thing. What's the... There's so much in my map right now. There's also stuff over here too. Is this different or is it the same thing? It's over here. It's kind of drink.
Come, take a look.
Mom, can I get one, please?
Hey. Feels like I'm cutting a line when I'd go talk to her instead of like being back here, but it's not like having any other options.
Aunt Gertie, it's been too long.
Ah, is that little March? What brings you this way? I heard you left to go travel the galaxy. Oh, you're here for the Soulworm Festival, right? The atmosphere is like no other. Silly me, where are my manners? Grab yourselves a sun cake each. Get them while they're hot.
Hey, that's not fair! Get to the back of the line! Ever heard of first come, first served?
Show a little respect. If it weren't for these two, we'd be eating geomarrow by now. Take a look at these beauties. These are the best sun cakes I've made all day.
Oh, wow, they smell so good. They look so crispy and crunchy. I think I'm in love.
It actually looks pretty good.
Well, don't wait for them to get cold now. I'm sorry, sweethearts. I'd best see to these other customers before their hunger gets the better of them. Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, it kind of looks like very thick pancakes with eggs on top. But yeah, it looks pretty good. And blueberries? Yeah, I would eat that. Yeah, I guess that guy doesn't know me. Hey, it's Jeopard.
Ta-da! Guess who's back?
Well, not Jeopard, but Jeopard, right? That's how you pronounce it?
It's you two. Welcome back to Belobog. The Supreme Guardian mentioned there'd be mystery guests attending the Soulworm celebrations, but I didn't think it'd be the Express crew. I hope you had a smooth journey. I should have dispatched Silvermane guards to welcome you on arrival. My apologies.
Aw, it's fine. You really don't have to apologize. We're just passing through. It's no big deal.
Understood. I hope you both enjoy the festivities. Please make sure you keep your personal belongings safe. Pickpockets tend to take advantage of events like this. We'll be performing additional patrols.
Got it. We'll get out of your way then. Bye.
Bye for now.
Oh, I can't visit the other ones?
Who'd have thought just taking a stroll could be so tiring? Say, I think we should probably pay Branya a visit. After all, she was the one who invited us here. Or we could go check out some other fun stuff elsewhere. Your call.
Oh, so we probably can. Oh, but will it not show up on the map? Okay, well, I think it was over here, right? What's going on over here?
Belobog's History and Culture Museum was founded 600 years ago. It was originally built to memorialize Supreme Guardian Alyssa.
Oh, that's normal.
Ready? Here we go.
Traveler who survived. Did all the stuff just disappeared? Yeah, this wasn't there before. Oh, wait, March is standing right here.
Say, I think we should probably pay. Or we could go check.
Or is she just saying what she said earlier? Yeah, too bad I didn't I should have probably took a peek of everything first before talking to the third person. That way I had a choice and know where they are at. I'm kind of wondering if Servo's here. So technically whatever I could have actually visited
Come around and have a look.
probably was an option. I just kind of missed out on it. I thought it would still be on the map. Well, we're not fully sure which one is. Which one's the new one and which one's the old. I guess we'll just move along. Unless I could tell, but I think the easiest would be if you spot some of the playable characters around, but I'm not really seeing too much. Right, let's go ahead and head to see Rania. Oh, Natasha's here too.
I understand the difficulties that this world is facing, Supreme Guardian. Belobog's current financial burden cannot be pinned on you, nor anyone else for that matter. However, objectively speaking, since Belobog has existed as an independent entity to this day, its debt cannot simply be written off.
Oh, they had debt? Since 700 years ago? Man, that would be a lot of interest built up, right?
Oh, it looks like we have some visitors.
Branya! And Topaz? You're here too? I guess you've already started your business talks. We'll get out of your way if...
It's no bother. We've pretty much wrapped things up already anyway. Please consider my plans carefully, Supreme Guardian. If Eurilo 6 wants to rebuild its connections with the rest of the galaxy, your credit record with the IPC will be of great importance.
You've made yourself clear, Miss Topaz. I'll require some time to consider my next course of action.
Naturally. However, while you're deliberating, my colleagues will need to carry out some operations in Belobog. I hope that your subjects in the underworld are cooperative. I'm sorry our business got in the way of a reunion with old friends. I'll get out of your way.
Can't tell whether... Well, she's just doing her job, right? It's tough to be that kind of loan collector.
All right, Branya? I didn't know Miss Topaz was so intense. She seemed nice when we met her.
Yeah.
It's good to see you two again. Welcome back to Belobog. I planned a special reception, but I had to deal with an unexpected guest. The lady you just witnessed, she claims to represent the IPC. There's no need to keep either of you in the dark. To tell the truth, I have too much weighing on my mind right now to even think about the Saltworm Festival.
What exactly did Miss Topaz say to you?
Since you've already made her acquaintance, I needn't explain who she is. I'm sure you've heard pieces of Belobog's history the first time you visited. The Legion's invasion 700 years ago, how the Stellaron brought about the Eternal Freeze.
Yeah, I remember that, but... what exactly did they borrow during that time?
It seems that much of Belobog's history from that time was buried deep beneath the snow. Those memories were lost and weren't passed down to the subsequent generations of Supreme Guardians. Topaz shared with me the story of the Stellaron's descent upon Eurilo 6. How the original outsiders stationed here foresaw the impending disaster and chose to leave in large numbers. Among those outsiders were several investors from the Interastral Peace Corporation. Before they departed, they did something noteworthy. They sought out architects who refused to leave, those who insisted on defending their homes. The IPC provided these architects with significant funds to aid them against the coming disaster. It was with those funds that Belobog was able to construct its immense walls. Even the initial funding for the development of the first batch of automatons was drawn from the same pool.
Wow, that's a pretty incredible story. So, does that mean Topaz's business here is to collect a debt from Belobog?
Yes, I'm afraid so.
That's ridiculous! And what's with the timing? What took them so long to get here? If it wasn't for us eliminating the Stellaron, they'd have nothing to collect. It's obvious they're just trying to take advantage.
According to her account, the repayment period agreed upon by the architects and the IPC investors was 280 years. However, less than a century after the loan was taken out, the connection between Eurilo 6 and the rest of the galaxy was completely severed. The IPC deemed that the disaster had caused irreparable damage and that there was no civilization left to reclaim the debt from. As such, they considered the owed sum permanently lost.
That's tough. Yeah, so they were gonna give up, but now that they realize that, you know, the civilization is still up and running, they're back to try to get that debt. But by then, the people don't even know about the debt. So, yeah, just randomly somebody just popping up saying, "Oh, you owe us money." Like, what do you do about that?
It wasn't until the Stellaron crisis was resolved that the IPC discovered that Belobog had survived.
And that's when they sent Topaz over to collect the debt.
And the interest.
I'm afraid to ask that question. Yeah, how much is owed? But I guess it's more important question to ask. What happens if you don't pay it off in time?
The debt owed is an astronomical amount. I don't even know how to read such a long string of numbers. Before you both arrived, Topaz warned me that if the payments were delayed, the IPC would give her the authority to employ strong measures.
Oh, I had no idea things were like this. Here I was thinking the IPC had come to rebuild Belobog, not extort it.
Yeah, I doubt the Belobogians can do anything about this on their own.
Right. We need to figure out how to help them. The IPC is too big and powerful. Even if Bronya steps in, it'll be hard for her to resolve the situation.
You seem to have a deeper knowledge of the Interastral Peace Corporation than I do. But if the records are accurate, and they truly have a presence throughout the galaxy, the IPC could crush Belobog like a bug if they wanted to. I'm glad you're both here. I know you came for the festival, but now I must ask you and the Astral Express for help. Do you think you could persuade Topaz to reevaluate the situation? The Express's reputation precedes it. Perhaps there's still hope?
Have no fear, Bronya. When a friend's in need, the Nameless will always be at their side.
Let's go have a chat with Topaz.
Yeah, after all, this guy here is a pretty good negotiator.
Thank you so much, both of you. I'm so sorry for dragging you into more trouble. While you're out looking for Topaz, I'll see if I can think of a strategy to deal with the situation. Best of luck, and stay safe.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess that paying the amount is gonna be impossible, right? So, yeah, what can you really do?
Oh, hey! I just remembered. Topaz gave me her number.
That's right.
We might as well just be direct and ask her where she is. She seems like the type of person who appreciates a straight approach.
I think so too. Are you there, Miss Topaz? Greetings. Director Topaz is currently busy and unable to reply to your message. Please wait. EI, please tell me. A lot of things got skipped. I don't reply. She really doesn't reply to her messages during her work hours. Hello, checking Director Topaz's schedule for you. Currently, Director Topaz is on an inspection tour at the History and Cultural Museum, the Overworld Belobog Jurilio 6. This thing is pretty smart. Thank you. Greetings. Oh. Same messages. Okay, well, to the museum we go. Wait. How come somebody go talk to March? I mean, we know where to go, right? We're good to go? Okay, I guess we just check our messages, but I guess we also need to talk to March, who's like, oh, I guess she's at the museum. Let's go there. Right?
Okay, got it. She's at the museum. Let's get going.
Yeah, pretty much.
We better think about what we're gonna say. She might be young, but she is an IPC executive. She's definitely no pushover.
Yeah, usually in these cases, what you really need is a really good lawyer. Because the people who took the agreement obviously isn't here anymore. So it's kind of I don't know. Do the people, do the people here take the responsibility for the payment afterwards? Sometimes it depends on the agreement, and we kind of should see that agreement, right? Yeah, it's really hard for me to see a middle ground for all this.
Oh, it's you two again. This is the third time today we've run into each other.
Oh, actually, we sent you a message.
Oh, did my smart reply function tell you where I was? It's a system developed by the technology department. Pretty neat, right? What do you make of this painting? I'm no expert, but just from the artist's strokes, I can tell it's no ordinary piece. It portrays a certain kind of sorrow, you know? Not your everyday kind of sadness. It runs much deeper than that. It's as if the artist had condensed history into one poignant but sorrowful image. The artist's brushwork depicts several generations' hardships.
Looks like you know your art.
Not at all. The analysis of an aficionado. I wouldn't take my word for it. The Express has visited many worlds. I'm sure the Nameless have a far greater knowledge of such things than myself. I suppose what I'm trying to say is, what I'm drawn to isn't the style in which a piece is painted, but its overall value. Its intrinsic value may only be 50,000 credits, but its added value might push the total up to 200,000.
Sorry for crashing your artist party, but we came to talk to you about something else.
Oh? A collaboration between our two sides, perhaps?
Not exactly. Actually,
Let's walk and talk. This way. Most exhibits in this museum are of little value. But with a keen eye, it's possible to find a diamond in the rough, so to speak.
Miss Topaz, Branya's already told us about Belobog's debt situation.
Oh. You two are closer than I expected with her. So, how can I help? Not sure in the arrangement, or...
help me out here. You know I'm not good at this kind of thing.
Yeah, technically I feel like Himiko or Wellpart would have been better. But I guess they're busy, so we have to do something. The Express will pay off all the Belobog's outstanding debts. I don't think we can afford that. I mean, we're not here to ask for a favor, right? Because, I mean, they don't have a reason to really accept that favor, right? Because they're just here just for the money. That's all they really want to do. And she's just a representative. Yeah, the PC's demands are kind of unreasonable given the circumstances.
You're so direct. I like that. I understand. From your point of view, I can see how unreasonable it appears. However, you must understand that debt collection is a big part of my job. I've dealt with cases far more difficult than Belobog's. I appreciate each case has its difficulties, but if I treated every late debtor as a special case, the galaxy's economy would come to a grinding halt.
Yeah. I wouldn't say it's heartless. She's being right? She has to kind of... Business is business. But, yeah, what happens if the debt can't be repaid is the question. Then what's the action?
The Strategic Investment Department is well versed in handling such situations. We can offer the debtor various repayment solutions. But Eurillo 6 has far exceeded the allotted repayment period. I'm afraid milder solutions aren't the order of the day. So, I proposed to Branya. Oops, almost gave away trade secrets there, didn't I? That was a close one.
What?
The exhibits here are pretty ordinary. I estimate they're probably not worth much. Let's keep moving.
Usually when you can't pay the money, you have to give something else up. Usually like a collateral. So say if you borrowed money to buy a house and you couldn't pay back the loan, then you have to give back the house as collateral. So there had to be some kind of agreement, right? But some way to kind of go even. What can it be for a nation? Usually it's sometimes just land.
So you're basically saying the Belabogians must pay off their ancestors' debts.
When you think about it, it's just another part of the cycle of life.
I'm not sure it's as poetic as that.
Wow, look! Is that little critter native to Eurillo 6?
I can't really see it.
It's so white and fluffy. Where can I find a live one?
We haven't found a live one. It's probably extinct.
I suppose it probably is. Otherwise, it wouldn't be on display here. That's such a shame. I absolutely adore little animals. Have you guys met Numby yet? I guess they're off playing somewhere.
So, Miss Topaz, what exactly will it take for the IPC to go easier on Belobog? Branya invested so much just to make this world a little better. And now, it feels like all of her efforts will be undone in the blink of an eye. It's just so cruel.
What do you take the IPC for, Miss March? We're just the same as Belobog's architects. We're all followers of the preservation. No matter what solutions we propose, we will always take the welfare of the people of Belobog into consideration. Otherwise, we'd be no different from the Legion, would we?
So you're saying there's nothing to worry about? But Branya...
Don't worry yourself too much. The Supreme Guardian is a wise person. She'll understand. But, to answer your question directly, it'd take a miracle. I'll complete the Eurillo 6 project no matter what obstacles I encounter.
This isn't going as planned. What should we do?
I wouldn't waste too much energy on this matter. Why not make the most of the festive atmosphere? Oh, looks like one of my colleagues is after me. My apologies, but I should probably take this. Bye!
Business is difficult.
So, what now? We spent ages trying to convince her and she didn't move an inch.
Yeah, of course not. She's probably used to all of this, really. Yeah, we didn't promise Branya would succeed. And she did sort of make sense, but I want to know what's the consequences of not being able to pay out the debt, because it doesn't sound like it's possible.
I guess so, but that still doesn't fix Branya's problem. I guess Miss Topaz is just doing her job. And as far as the Express is concerned, I think it'd be unwise to make the IPC our enemy. All these vested interests. It's so hard to undo any of it. They teach this stuff in school. Wait, did I even go to school? Did someone send you a message?
I got a message? Oh, I did. Silly. It's kind of weird how the music kind of cuts off there, but I heard you're back in Belobog, NoukonNeko. Give me a shout when you have a minute. It's urgent. What's up, Silly? A bunch of rascals came down to the underworld and took over the Great Mine by force. Asked Brian what to do, and she told me not to mess with them for the time being. Yep. I did say that they would take something as collateral, and taking mines or important resources like mines, it's usually the play that we actually do in real life, really. But yeah, it would make things worse if we fought them, so just listen to her and don't mess with them. Too late. Wildfire and Silver main guards already engaged with them. But those jerks have super advanced fancy weapons and jacked up damage. We can't handle them. I'm sending you an SOS because I'm running out of ideas. Oh, I'm coming.
Huh? The IPC are causing trouble in the underworld? Already? Seriously? Topaz was just talking about taking the welfare of the people of Belobog into consideration. Oh, and now they're pulling this stunt? You really can't trust these money-hungry IPC suits for a minute.
Yeah, let's go. How are we going to save the day? I mean, all we could do is try to convince them to stop fighting. Yeah, but here we go again.
I really did jinx us. I don't think I have it in me to play the hero today. I guess complaining won't get us anywhere. Let's go lend them a hand.
Yeah, I was hoping we would have an easy time this time around.
If there's nothing pressing, let's take a walk.
How many people did she bring?
Hey! Am I glad to see you two here? I'm not sure how much longer we can hold out.
What's going on?
It's bad. Really bad. Their weapons and automatons are much stronger than anything we have. Nobody's been seriously hurt, but a few Wildfire members got minor injuries. Fortunately for us, it seems like they were holding back. You see those two in black? They've been guarding the mine entrance. They're not letting anyone in or out. Hey! Just because you have fancy equipment doesn't mean you can bully us! Who do you think you are? What's the matter? Got nothing to say?
What's going on inside the mine? Any ideas?
A few miners made it out earlier. They looked pretty panicked. They said the whole mine had been seized by the people in black. These uninvited guests keep talking about asset evaluation, whatever that means. All I know is that they're seriously disrupting the lives of the Underworlders.
Yeah. The problem is, even though they take the mines, that'll be a problem for the people here at Belobog, right? Because I think, if I remember right, they're mining for like resources that can power up and heat people up above. So they really need those resources, even if it's valuable for them to sell. I don't think they can afford to sell it. Yeah, we'll handle this. Is Topaz around?
Who?
We were just talking to her in the museum. Do you think her cronies are acting without her authorization?
The person you're talking about. Are they in charge of the people in black? Potaz, Pazto, whatever her name is, she can wait. Right now, the most important thing is to free those trapped in the Great Mine. Are you two with me? Hey, you two! Cat got your tongue or something? If you knew what was best for you, you'd get out of my way!
You guys must be exhausted standing here all day. How about you take a little lunch break? I'm sure the IPC allows that, right?
I really don't talk that much. Seriously, get some lunch, bro. I'm a guest of your boss. Stand aside.
What's their deal?
You two were talking to the director in the snow plains.
So it's you! You're the one who was threatening to take us out in the snow plains! Do you even know who you're talking to? If your boss knows to treat us with respect, you'd better start showing some yourself.
I can't let you pass. My team leader said that if anyone gets through, I'll lose 6 months of performance bonuses.
Team leader? You're even lower on the pecking order than I thought.
Shut up! I spent 7 years on a forsaken asteroid preparing to join the IPC. I went through 17 interviews before they finally hired me. What right do you deadbeats have to criticize me?
IPC? Interviews? I don't know what you're rambling on about, but you're really testing my patience. No need to waste our breath on this idiot. Let's do this.
Oh, we're just fighting. Okay, this is happening. Yeah, I would think that fighting against them is probably a bad idea. But given how this is a game, that's just how things get handled, right?
What's in your prescription?
That's it? He sure took off quickly.
17 rounds of interviews and these are the best people they can find? What a joke.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. I've been warned that the ones in the mine won't go down without a fight. Let's set off when you're ready.
Oh, hey, Runic. Welcome back to my channel. I'm doing okay today. I've been through a lot, so I'm a little bit tired, but I'm always down for gaming, and that's why I'm here. Yeah, I saw you yesterday, and I forgot to kind of say sorry, but yeah, during collabs, it's really hard to interact with chat and, you know, talk with people I am with during that time, so it just happens. Yeah, I'm better at it, you know, handling chat when I'm by myself. But yeah, I kind of forgot to kind of put like a little notice saying that, yeah, maybe if I'm during a collab, I might take a while to reply, or it won't be able to reply at all, depending on the circumstances. But yeah, it's good to see you here. Yeah, I'm just trying to, you know, go forward with the main story in HonkaiStarRail, and hopefully get some be able to kind of start on this event that I've been hearing about. But I need to complete this future market thing first. I think I just finished the prologue, and I'm the first step of this whole quest line. So it sounds like it was gonna at least take me a couple of days before I get this part done. I think the other objective I have right now is to gather as much resources to pull this banner a little bit more, because I'm still trying to max out Ting Yun here. We only have at E4 at the moment. And possibly get more copies of Jinglu. Actually, you know, how close am I to Pity right now? Forgot how much times I pulled before I stopped. So Bailu was the last 5-star character I received, so I guaranteed 5 stars coming up. But I'm like 10 pulls in. Exactly 12, right? If I'm on the third one. and there's only 5 per page. So it's a long way, pretty much. And I only have enough to pull about, I think that's about 5 times, right? So I need probably another 10-ish to kind of get the guaranteed. Yeah, it would get kind of close. But yeah, it's, you know, the more I keep progressing the story, the more resources I kind of gather, right? So I'm hoping I can pull this off. Yeah, I think around tomorrow. How many days do I have left? Yeah, I probably want to pull tomorrow after I gather as much as I can. Then I'll post a video on how that all went afterwards. All right, Silly.
Ready for action? It's time to kick the IPC out of the underworld.
Let's go. This is probably a bad idea because they probably could bring reinforcements, right, if things go wrong.
Let's get moving.
Yeah, my usual team should be fine. They're weak against ice. So yeah, we're good to go. Yeah, my Jean Lu on our hand, she's been making a lot of progress, so she's been getting very strong. Oh, hey!
Hello, it's Mr. Svarog, isn't it? And this cute little girl must be Clara.
Wait, why would she need to talk to Clara?
Hello, miss. Are you...
I'm Topaz. I've come to have a chat with Mr. Svarog.
Well, Svarog might be what handled the situation, right?
Clara, go inside and wait for me.
Oh, it's gonna be like that, huh?
Huh? But if you have a guest, maybe I should...
She is not a guest. Neither is she a friend.
Yeah, she has a very serious look on her face right now.
Go, Clara. Everything will be fine.
So, it seems my source was right. Who would have thought that such a strong bond could exist between a giant robot and a little girl? So heartwarming.
Does he know?
You bear the insignia of the Interastral Peace Corporation. What is your motive for coming here?
Straight to the point, huh? I like your style. Eurillo 6. Are robots familiar with that term? Anyway, it refers to the planet we're currently standing on. It's about to become the property of the IPC.
What? It's one thing to kind of take some things from them, like land and stuff, but take it the whole planet? Isn't that a bit extreme?
No one can reverse this outcome. Not you, not the Nameless, nor any power in the galaxy.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're gonna try their best to rebel against this.
I only care about one thing right now. Demonstrating to the shareholders of the IPC that Eurillo 6 can generate value. In the long run, this is a way, the only way, to ensure Belobog's long-term interests. I need your help to achieve this goal.
Long-term interests undefined. Analyzing objectives. Analysis failed. Tell me, emissary, how do you plan to convince the IPC leadership?
That's simple. I'll show you.
This is...
Source code, or to be more precise, source code that is able to take control of all mechanized units in Belobog. I'm sure you're familiar with this. All mechanized units manufactured in Belobog over the last 700 years utilize the underlying systems created by the IPC. The code is so refined that the engineers never saw any reason to change it.
Okay, well now I know where they got why they took the what resources they took from the IPC, which created their big loan. It didn't occur to me where these robots came from, but that kind of makes sense now. I mean, that means, you know, in the situation where they can't pay back, wouldn't it just mean they should just take all the robots and be done with that then?
I assume you're also aware that there was once a large automaton factory in the underworld. Thousands upon thousands of automatons, enough to crush the Legion's vanguard, lay dormant within. This is my bargaining chip for negotiating with the higher-ups. I'll convince them that Eurilo 6 has a place in the company's long-term strategies. But first, I need a guide to show me where these automatons are buried.
I understand. Your long-term interests can be defined as the survival of civilization at a macro level. What are your intentions for the people currently living here?
Their future has already been purchased. All I can do is make them accept this fact, using a relatively peaceful approach.
I understand. I will assist you with your plan.
Oh, so you're not as stubborn as the rumors suggest.
The future you speak of is beyond my computational range, but my emotional analysis indicates that you are indeed trying to find ways to ensure the survival of this world. Additionally, calculations indicate a 96.4% probability of compliance through force if I refuse to cooperate.
Yeah, and if they already have the code to kind of hijack all the robots in this world, then it's not gonna go well. We try to fight against the IPC.
Your calculations are slightly on the conservative side.
What?
Here's to our future cooperation. If you wouldn't mind leading the way, Mr. Svarog.
94 is conservative, so it's even worse than that. Don't.
All the miners here, huddled together. Anyone else getting deja vu?
Yeah, I don't doubt that they're strong.
Well, the situation here is pretty similar to when you first arrived. It's just that instead of a few thugs and broken robots, now we're dealing with much more formidable adversaries.
Yeah.
Hey, check it out! Isn't that Topaz's little trotter over there? Oh, what was it again? Numby, right?
What? Isn't that thing a fragmentum monster? She's keeping one as a pet?
The IPC are all about their sci-fi sorcery, so it's not that surprising. Wanna go take a look?
I mean, it's kind of cute when you think about it, right? Can it understand us? Oink. What does this mean?
Sounds like you two are getting along. What's Numby saying?
Life is ultimately meaningless. Yeah, not sure. Strong accent. Not like I could speak pig anyways. But I mean, if I was to take a guess, it's probably as Topaz isn't here, right?
Seriously? You actually speak Trotter?
Look, you guys. Looks like it wants to leave.
Looks like they want to find their master. Let's follow them.
Yeah, I don't speak Trotter, but I can make a guess.
Help! Those people dressed in black are attacking us!
Attacking?
Hey, I'm talking to you. Where do you guys store the Geomarrow?
I really don't know anything.
This place is filled with nothing but incompetence.
Those cowards! I guess they want to do this the hard way.
In lunar flame. Blade of moonlight.
Lend me your strength. To guard and defend. Crush them.
Oh, you're not gonna have a chance to do anything. She's pretty normal.
We shall take back what we lost.
It's kind of weird that Numby's helping us after taking it out.
Looks like Numpy's in a good mood.
You know, the people that he's working with.
Seaside? Strange.
Yeah. Unless, even though she orders those guards, right, the IPC, maybe they're also working under a different set of orders, and she's trying to prevent what they're doing.
Look, that big guy down there. Is he the one in charge?
We'll see who's really in charge. Let's go.
Huh? Where'd Numby go?
Wow, for something so short and stubby, you're surprisingly nimble. Well, guess that's that. We're on our own now. Let's keep going.
Huh? Oh, I'm in the domain. I was like, how come I don't have these, like, places unlocked?
Hey, you! Are you in charge around here?
All local. The IPC is currently conducting asset evaluation work here. Local residents are advised to follow those responsible for evacuation to the...
Don't lie to us! You seized the mine by force for yourself. You drove the locals out of their homes. I'm warning you. Get lost or suffer the consequences. Don't you dare show your face around here again!
And who might you be? You have quite the attitude. This is our jurisdiction now. We are all powerful here.
Topaz just lets you do whatever you want. I want to speak to your boss.
Yeah, we demand to speak with Topaz.
You know Topaz? Interesting. It doesn't matter. The Strategic Investment Department has no obligation to talk to anyone not related to this project. In cases where debtors fail to repay within the set time frame, the IPC reserves the right to skip negotiations and take over all assets. We're simply following the rules. What exactly is your problem?
You know, it's funny how the rules always seem to work in your favor, don't you think? This world's been hanging by a thread, and now you're here to pull the plug on it.
Don't blame me. I'm simply following orders. Do you think I get to make those kinds of decisions?
Save your breath, March. I never held out any hope of resolving this problem peacefully. Didn't you claim the IPC was all-powerful? Well, now's the perfect chance to show us what you can do.
If I knew things were gonna get this heated, I'd have applied for overtime. Anyway, since you seem intent on settling this matter with violence, prepare yourselves for my heavy laser cannon!
Heavy laser cannon? Like, you know, the one that comes from space.
In lunar flame.
Could they actually do that? Like almost like a Death Star, but more like a satellite attack, I guess. Oh, kind of like Himiko's attack, I suppose.
Lend me your strength.
In the lunar
This should end it, right? Oh, it's still alive. That big guy's really tanky. I mean, he literally is part of supposed to be like a tank.
Who are you people? Not even our tech could take you down.
We took down the Doomsday Beast, the Stellaron, and Fantilia. Did you really think you could stop us?
Darn it! I'm all out of ammo.
Sir, we've just received word from the director.
Director Topaz? What did she say?
Teams are not to disrupt the lives of local inhabitants during the asset evaluation period. Teams that violate this directive will have their year-end bonuses reduced by 60%!
Feel sorry for these guys now, but why did they even think it was okay to do that in the first place?
60%? We're done for! Attention all personnel! Evacuate the mine immediately! Erase all traces of your presence!
And now they're just gonna hide.
So, are we all good here, or what?
Yeah. Judging by the looks on their faces, I don't think they'll be back. So, who is this Topaz anyway? She seems to have no problem ordering these idiots around. Or taming fragmentum creatures, for that matter.
It's a long story.
Yeah, you're better off asking Branya.
Why did this mess have to happen so close to the festivities? The timing couldn't have been any worse.
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh, looks like we've got a message.
Where are you, Marchin NoukonNeko? Are you alright? Branya, we're in the underworld right now. The IPC people took over the Great Mine. Us and Sele just kicked them out. I see. You're with Sele. How are things going? Did you get hurt? Don't worry. We can totally handle this. Yeah, the IPC won't stop there. I see. Thanks for trying to negotiate with Topaz. This wasn't your responsibility in the first place. Something just happened here, and I can't explain it. Can't explain it clearly in messages. Could you come back to the Clifford Fort? I need advice from you two on this issue.
I get the feeling Branya's worried about something. We'd better go back and see her. Are you coming with us, Zila?
Go on without me. I still have stuff to take care of. The miners need to know what happened here. Branya messaged you, which means she thinks you can help. I trust her judgment.
Got it, Zila. We'll do what we can to help Branya out. Come on, to Klipoth Fort!
Challenge complete.
These guys don't look pleased to see us.
By order of the Supreme Guardian, proceed no further, Miss Topaz.
Billabug might be in arrears, but I'm out of pocket. See you later, Captain.
Hello, Ivory? Is that how you pronounce your name? Yeah, Twitch's outlet. Yeah, it's just Twitch viewers talking to me. Yeah, I get Twitch viewers sometimes. I'm like, I don't have as much Twitch viewers as I do as YouTube viewers, but yeah, I still get a decent amount. Checking this game out. Have you Oh, so does that mean you haven't played HonkaiStarRail before? I'm kind of in a weird part of the game. Like, have you ever watched an anime that has like a filler episode? I'm in like a filler episode, even though it's part of, you know, the main story. So, I don't know whether it's like the best part of the game.
Welcome back. I appreciate your help more than I can express. It couldn't have been easy running all over the city.
Yeah, and there's a lot of dialogue right now. Apparently, I'm in a situation where this planet, the people in this planet, the leaders, borrowed money 700 years ago from the IPC, which is like some kind of big bank company for the galaxy. And they come back to kind of, you know, collect the debt, right? But, you know, the people now, you know, Branya here, who's the leader of this, the people here on the planet, she doesn't know about it, right? Apparently, it's so long ago that no one told her that they had this debt. And the IPC, this bank, apparently has, like, it wasn't, they really originally was gonna like kind of let it go because this place wasn't doing so well, but now that it's kind of doing better, they kind of want their debt paid, and the debt paid is so much that they cannot pay it back, and now they're here to pretty much take over the planet. So what can you do if you are the people living in this planet? You're not gonna just let that happen, right? Yeah, Intergalactic World Bank. Yeah, they're called the IPC, Intergalactic Peace Corporation Company. I forgot what the C stands for, but yeah, they're pretty much that. They're pretty much an intergalactic bank, and they're here to kind of get the money. And they're so powerful, they have a lot of force. And we're here to talk, trying to see what's going on with the leader here on this planet, Branya.
That's what friends are for, Branya. You don't sound like yourself. Is something wrong?
I'm fine. I haven't rested in a while. Too much happening all at once.
It also came at the worst time because they're trying to like have a festival after a big, you know, they survive a crisis. So they're trying to have a festival to line things up, and then you have the IPC come to them like, oh, you guys owe us a large sum of money, and we're gonna take over. What do you do? I'm sure we can turn things around. Yeah, you couldn't have foreseen this. That's for sure.
Perhaps, but the IPC won't wait for me to catch up. They're moving quickly. Belobog is crawling with their agents. All they talk about is asset evaluation. The silver lining is that apart from the mine incident you mentioned, there haven't been any major conflicts in other areas. I suppose Topaz must have issued an order against harassing the citizenry.
So that's a weird thing. The IPC like workers seems to be like kind of almost bullying the people here. But the leader, Topaz, the one who charge of this whole project, seems to be against that. So why is this even happening?
Still, that hasn't stopped panic from building. People are confused. They don't know where these strangers in black came from, nor what their intentions are.
And all they're trying to do is they're trying to figure out how much things are worth, right? They're trying to see how much to gain back from the bank if they took it over.
Did you manage to get in touch with Topaz again? We're curious to know what solution she has in mind.
That's the reason I asked for you to come here. I need your advice. Look.
That's some kind of agreement that I can't read.
The contract Topaz sent to me a little while ago. There's a handwritten letter attached. Please take a look at the contents, and then tell me your thoughts.
Miss Branya, if you'll permit me to call you that, I'd like to share a story with you from my own life. In your eyes, the IPC may seem heartless or cruel, but in reality, we all have a story to tell. As for myself, I was born on a small, unremarkable planet at the edge of the galaxy, a place whose name is known only to the native inhabitants. My home planet was extremely resource poor. To survive, people worked laboriously, manufacturing products for other civilizations in the galaxy, mostly in chemical or heavy industries. Given these circumstances, the natural environment of my home planet became increasingly harsh. I don't recall the exact moment when it happened, but people started wearing respirators just to walk down the street. All you could hear were the wheezing coughs of the people, day and night. My home was facing its demise. The relatively wealthy chose interstellar migration and started anew. The majority who stayed could only struggle on amidst sewage, acid rain, and dust, waiting for the end. Finally, one fateful day, the IPC arrived on my home planet. They had the technology to repair our planet's damaged environment. In return for their help, they asked for just one thing: that all inhabitants sign a contract which would make them employees of the IPC. 2 years after signing the contract, the dark clouds and haze disappeared, and people began to take off their masks. After 3 years, vegetation and trees began to grow and thrive again. After 5 years, many animals, previously on the brink of extinction, reappeared. When I was finally old enough, I officially became a member of the Strategic Investment Department. I witnessed the changes that took place on my homeworld and was determined to bring the same changes to many other worlds in the galaxy that were experiencing the same plight. I am writing to you, Miss Branya, with the genuine desire to express something important. I know freedom is precious to people, but in reality, there are things of much greater value, such as survival. How many generations of Belabogians will it take to embrace the stars again without assistance? Who can guarantee that every future Guardian will be as prudent and enlightened as you? How can you guarantee that a disaster such as the Stellaron crisis will not descend upon Belobog yet again? I have already negotiated the best possible deal for you. Once you sign this contract, all of Belobog's debts will be forgiven. In addition, the IPC will set up a special team to support the reconstruction of Eurillo 6.
Wait, that sounds a bit too generous. The question is, what's the cost?
I can understand that for you, this is an extremely difficult decision because you, and you alone, will bear the fate of all Belabogians. But because of this, I believe that you will make the right decision. A decision that will truly benefit your people.
Her words do sound quite sincere. What do you make of it?
It's kind of hard because it almost feels like, their actions doesn't exactly reflect what their words so far, right? But maybe it's just those workers, and Topaz is really trying to find some way to kind of get this planet back on track to kind of make them thrive, right? In a way, once you make them thrive, then they can eventually pay back those debts. So it should be a win-win-win if you think about it that way, but yeah, it's... You always have to think about what's the consequences, what's the cost and all these type of things, right? There's also the potential chance of things just going wrong still. Yeah, she definitely... Yeah, she is a smooth talker, but that doesn't mean she's telling the truth. I mean, since you're signing the contract, wouldn't the contract have to say everything? Be really detailed on what's gonna happen? Yeah, she has a way with words, that's for sure.
Yes, she is a high-ranking member of the IPC, after all. She knows how to use words to her advantage. In any case, she wasn't wrong when she said this would be an extremely difficult decision. This planet's fate, the civilization it carries, everything that's happened here and everything that will happen, it all rests in my hands.
Yeah. In the past, in history, in like, you know, reality, things like this happens actually, right? Where like a country kind of, I think colonize other countries. And sometimes it's good, right? Where they actually they're trying to fix problems with that country to make it better for everybody. And then they leave afterwards, right? While having a really good partnership afterwards. So that can happen, right? But there's also stories where our country has pretty much looted everything that country has to offer and make things worse for the people. So it can go either way, right? And it's really hard because once you make this contract, most likely you just are hoping that other people you're making contract with is gonna really be nice and do what's really good for your country. Really hard to say. Yeah, hard decision, Branya.
This definitely can't, and shouldn't, be a decision made by me alone.
Democracy. Yeah, yeah, perhaps you should gain some insights from others first.
That thought has crossed my mind, and it comforts me to hear you say that.
Right. I don't think it's fair for you to carry the weight alone. Why not discuss it with others first?
Topaz hasn't given me much time to consider. She wants me to decide as soon as possible. I wanted to put it to a vote, and let all the citizens of both the overworld and the underworld have their say. But with such little time, I'm afraid that's a lost cause. I'll convene the Klapoth Fort architects immediately to discuss the contract. As for the locals, I'd like you to gauge their stance on the matter. The people of Belobog hold both of you in high regard. They'll most certainly be willing to tell you their thoughts.
It's time racing against the clock. Do I have voting rights? Not really. I don't really live in this planet, right? It's not like it would really affect me.
We need to move fast.
We've got your back. We failed to convince Topaz, but this should be a piece of cake.
Thank you, March. I'll assemble the ministers. Let's meet up here again later.
All right. If we want to make an informed decision, we need to hear from both the overworld and the underworld, right? Let's start with the overworld.
Agreeing with IPC's proposal and disagreeing with IPC's proposal. It's weird because it's literally sounds like either the only choice they have is to sell the planet or like pretty much join the IPC at this point with what Topaz sounds like she's kind of going after, right? Take the benefits at the same time, like try to pay off the debt from that. Well, I guess the debt will be wiped off, but they have to probably give something up, some of their freedom, right? Or they will have to fight the IPC, which most likely end up them with failure. So it really sounds like they don't really have much of a choice but to accept the proposal. But yeah, Pela probably has something good to say about this, right?
We meet again. How have you two been? Uh-oh. That look on your face tells me something's wrong. I hope it's nothing too serious.
You need your opinion on the important matter.
Sounds serious. I'm all ears. Really? You better not be making things up.
I wish it were made up. Unfortunately, it's all true. We don't have much time, Pela. Branya wants to get everyone's opinion.
Wait, you're telling me I have to make this huge decision on the spot? At least give me a few seconds to think it over. Okay, I think I've got it. If it were up to me, I'd probably agree to the IPC's conditions.
Huh. Okay. Any particular reason?
I've looked at some of the climate reports, and based on the data I've seen, it'll take 3 or 4 more generations for the snow to completely subside. And that's assuming no other disasters occur. I care more about those in the present than a future I can't be sure of. If the IPC is able to bring about immediate change, then I think that's a price well worth paying. Building a better world for future generations sounds great, right? But is it any fun for the engineers and architects who are directly involved in such a pursuit?
I see. So compared to a distant and uncertain future, what you really care about is making sure the people around you have a good life. Thanks for your input. I'll make a note of your opinion.
Oh, we actually got someone to agree. I imagine people who can't really understand will probably be against this, right? The less intellectual ones who can't really like think about the future forward. But I guess then the people who can think that far ahead probably would think it's better to side with the IPC. Server's gonna be an interesting one to ask. She's like kind of like a rebel, right? Because she's like part of a rock band. Yeah, I wonder what she's gonna think. If I was gonna guess whether she would agree or disagree, she's also kind of like a scientist too, so she can kind of think ahead. Man, this is gonna be crazy. He probably would agree.
Well, look who we have here! You and March paying us a visit. What's the occasion?
We need your opinion on the important matter.
Uh-oh, sounds like something serious is happening. You'd better fill me in. What? How is that possible? I need a moment to wrap my head around this.
Serval, we're racing against the clock. No time for head wrapping.
It's okay. I've thought it through. If it were up to me, I'd sign the contract.
What? Hold on, are you serious? I thought you'd be against it for sure.
Surprised? My reasons are pretty simple. Signing this contract would mean we no longer have to worry about surviving. For most of the residents here, especially those in the underworld, that would be more than enough to persuade them. As for working for the company, people need to work no matter where they are, right? If the IPC tries to take too many liberties, we can always rise up against them. You know, I've always longed for the stars since I was a child, which is why I devoted myself to science and the studying of the Stellaron. If someone told me that I could do whatever research I wanted with only a small price to pay, I probably wouldn't hesitate.
I see. I suppose that makes sense. Thanks for your input. I'll make a note of your opinion.
Yeah, this is the reason why the IPC is so powerful, right? You don't really have much of a choice but to kind of join them. And you do this to the other planets that owes to the IPC. It just keeps on going on until like almost the whole galaxy is part of this IPC. But I mean, if the IPC is unjust what they're doing, right? Then it's like she said, you can always kind of rebel. Okay, so who else can we visit? It's over here. Him? Really? I mean, I guess he does count.
Is that the Trailblazers? It's been a while. I didn't think you'd be back in Belobog so soon. It's been pretty hectic in the city lately. All these people dressed in black suddenly showed up, and even the Silvermane guards have had trouble dealing with them.
We need your opinion on an important matter.
You need my opinion? I'm happy to help. So that's who they are. It's worse than I imagined. The Madam Guardian must be under a lot of pressure. Is there really nothing we can do to assist her?
We're here to gather everyone's opinion on the matter. I know this is a little sudden, but we're running out of time. What's your take?
Why, I'd refuse the contract, of course. There is no room for compromise. Just look at them. Arrogant, stomping around here as if they own the place. How can such people be trusted? Who's to say they won't breach the contract?
Yeah, see? Well, this is what I mean by their action doesn't seem to reflect their words.
Faced with this sort of coercion, we must resist them with all our might. Surrendering is not an option. You must warn the Madam Guardian not to allow herself to fall into their trap.
A soldier's perspective is always valuable, Dun. Thanks for your input. I'll make a note of your opinion. Did we miss anyone in the overworld? I think we asked just about everyone we needed to. From what I've gathered, it seems like most people in the overworld are leaning towards signing the IPC's contract. We'd better hurry to the underworld and see what Natasha and Zila make of it all.
I'm gonna say Sayla's against it. Natasha would probably be for it. Because in the end, Sayla just sees the worst side of the company, right? So she wouldn't really trust them. Natasha, on the other hand, this sounds like
Nothing pressing. Let's take a walk.
the most peaceful choice to take the deal.
What brings you two to the underworld? And why the long face?
Need your opinion on an important matter.
Seems a little out of the blue, but since you came all this way, it must be urgent. Go ahead. That is a lot of information to take in. Sorry, both of you. I know you're in a hurry, but I need a moment to think.
No stress, Nat. Just tell us what you really think.
I've thought about it, and... well, if I were Bronya, I wouldn't sign it.
Oh, she's against it too.
I won't deny the offer on the table is a very tempting one. And if we refuse, Belobog will not only have the burden of a huge debt, we may also incite the wrath of a very powerful force. But even so, a quote I read back in school came to me just now. Those who are willing to give up freedom for security will end up with neither. Living in the underworld has taught me that this phrase is true. I'd rather trek through the frigid snow plains than live in a beautiful cage.
Wow, that's a pretty convincing argument.
Yeah.
Another vote for the against pile. Thanks for your insight, Nat.
I mean, most people in the underworld would be against it too. Oleg! You know, one of the wildfire leaders, right? What will he think?
None other than the saviors of Belobog. To what do I owe the pleasure? To be honest, I'm surprised you even remembered an old geezer like me.
Well, let me guess.
But I can tell by the look on your faces you're probably not dropping by to say hi.
I think most people in the underworld will probably be against it. We need your opinion on the important matter.
Let me guess. Something to do with these unruly people in black showing up everywhere? Well, ask away. It just so happens I'm curious about them myself. Maybe I can be of some help. I see. That's a tricky situation, all right. A lot for anyone to handle, let alone someone as young as Lady Bronya.
Mr. Oleg, out of all the people we know in Belobog, you have the most life experience. What do you think we should do?
Want to hear the truth? I'm afraid great ambitions and lofty plans no longer hold much appeal for an old-timer like me.
It's true. Someone that's old, they won't live to see the benefits from taking the deal.
If this IPC does indeed possess the magical power to restore Belobog back to its former self overnight, then I think the answer is clear. Have you considered the opposite? What about if we refuse? The reconstruction plan already sounds like an endless endeavor. And with the added burden of a massive debt, well, is that something we can manage on our own? What worries me the most is how Lady Bronya will handle the backlash from her people. Will she be able to withstand the criticism? Is she prepared to carry the weight of a tarnished reputation for years to come?
That's right. She would be the last Supreme Guardian. Because if you join the company, the company kind of owns the planet, right? And you just got to... you gotta just follow what they tell you to do. Even if it means that they probably would tell her that it depends. Some companies, when they take over another company, they kind of keep the head person to help, still control the company correctly. But other companies just straight up just take out the CEO out. Most likely, yeah, they would take her out and they would assume in charge in her place instead with someone they think is more capable. I think she can handle a little criticism.
I think so too, but could you imagine having to hear names like the traitorous ruler for the rest of your life? Thank you for your thoughts, Mr. Oleg. Another vote for the 4 pile.
So he's for signing the contract? I guess it's a 4. Okay, so who's the last one? guess that's Clara. I already know what Celia is gonna say. I'm pretty sure she's gonna be against it. Clara, I wonder what she thinks about this. I have no idea what she's gonna go with. Maybe she would probably pick the most peaceful option and go for the 4 as well.
Miss March, Big Brother, what brings you to the underworld?
Hey there, Clara. Is Svarog not around?
Mr. Svarog went out for a walk with a lady called Topaz.
What? Topaz? Do you know where they went?
I'm not sure, but Mr. Svarog promised he'd be back soon.
What now? Svarog's super logical. We should definitely get his opinion.
I mean, if he's working with Topaz, I think he already is in the 4 category. Well, Clara's opinion is just as important.
True. Don Hung's always saying that Clara's really insightful for her age.
Huh? Miss March, do you want to ask me something? That's complicated. I don't know what to say.
It's all right, Clara. No pressure. Just tell us how you feel about it.
I think if we have a choice for the future, it should be everyone's decision. Because when I was playing with Hook, the moles, and the other kids, we talked about our dreams. Everyone has different dreams. If we accept Miss Topaz's offer, then doesn't that mean our dreams will never come true? Just taking away people's dreams like that. I don't know. It feels wrong.
You're right. Children see the world as a place where anything is possible. Just the thought of our lives being predestined from birth makes me shiver. Thanks, Clara. Your thoughts mean a lot to us. All that running around has worn me out.
It's a tie.
So, the final conclusion is... the votes are completely even. I don't know what to do. Both sides have really compelling arguments.
Oh? Is there one person left to ask?
Oh, right! We haven't asked Zila. She's probably still in the Great Mine helping the miners. Come on, let's get going.
Well, if she somehow comes around and goes for the contract, that'd be crazy. But I guess that's that just means there's a possibility that they could change their mind and turn around, right? Wait. It's probably easier just to do this. I feel like she's most likely gonna be against it, but somehow she decides that it's better to go forward. That'd be crazy. I'd be kind of surprised. Ooh, there's a chest right here.
Ample supplies.
Hey, silly.
Back so soon? Any news? Are you feeling all right? You look a little uneasy.
Your opinion on an important matter.
Important matter, huh? I can tell from your tone that this isn't gonna be a lighthearted chat. But I'm ready to hear it. I think I get it. At first, I thought it was just a few IPC ruffians overstepping their boundaries.
Yeah, you didn't think the future of Belobog was at stake, right?
Right. I need a little time to process this.
As it stands, the votes are even. Your opinion will make all the difference.
It's tough for anybody.
In that case, I abstain.
What?
I guess she really doesn't feel like she can make the decision for everybody. I don't feel like you should force somebody to vote if they don't feel comfortable doing it, right? If they don't have enough time to kind of make the decision that they want the time to do, then yeah, abstaining makes sense. Yeah, your vote is extremely important.
I've thought about it. This responsibility rests on Bronya's shoulders, not mine. No matter the choice she makes, she has far greater foresight than I do. She can see the bigger picture more clearly than I can. The vote is tied. If I were to give you my view, it would tip the scales and possibly impact her final choice. I'll respect whatever decision she makes, but it's not my place to make it for her.
Understood, Zila. This is a difficult decision to make, and everyone feels differently about it. It's times like these that a leader must stand up and do what's needed.
Right. It's Bronya's decision. She knows what's at stake. She won't run away from her duty. I trust her wholeheartedly. If she asks you, just let her know my reasoning. She'll understand.
Well, it's all in Bronya's hands now. She has to make the final call.
She plays a critical role in this world. Do you trust her judgment?
You bet. The Express can vouch for Bronya. That says a lot about her character. The time has come. Let's go fill her in. I'm curious to see how she's handling those Klapoth ministers.
Yeah, that's a good question. There's a puzzle here. Oh, these guys. Okay, nope. Wait. Yeah, nope. I'll worry about that later. I really do want to see the what the end result is gonna be.
If there's nothing pressing, let's take a walk.
Yeah, and I guess after I get the result, then I'll probably call it a night.
Whoa, the fort's packed. I've never seen this many people here before. Oh, jeez, I can barely even hear myself think.
Yeah, everybody's talking about the topic. Whether to do it, whether to take the contract or not take the contract.
I support the Supreme Guardian. Down, will you?
Hey, Bronya. Here to bear the news, I guess, for our investigation.
March, you're back. So, what's the verdict? What do the people think?
We talked to people in both the overworld and the underworld. The final result was a tie.
I see. I suppose everyone has their own way of seeing things. I can't say I'm surprised. What was Zila's perspective on the matter?
She's behind you. Whatever you decide.
I should have known. That sounds like Zila, all right.
you come to a conclusion with the ministers? It's so loud I can't tell what anyone's saying.
It's pretty much the same situation here. Neither party is willing to compromise. The time has come to make a decision. This chaos cannot be allowed to continue any longer.
Enough! All of you! I know what to do.
Wait! I have something to say to the Supreme Guardian.
But aren't you?
Yeah, that's right. You know, the best people to ask about this kind of situation, right, are the people who are affected by similar decisions and how it resulted for them.
Himeko? Wait, is that the real you or a hologram?
It's the real me, March. Real as they come.
Miss Himeko, from the Astral Express? It's an honor. Thank you for all your help in our previous campaign. Things might have turned out differently without your support. If we had known of your arrival beforehand, the architects would have given you a proper welcome. I'm afraid the current circumstances are quite exceptional.
I understand, Miss Rania. No need to explain. Your city is facing immense difficulties. My intention is simply to ensure that you have all the relevant intel.
Do you have a solution, Himeko?
I hesitate to call it a solution, but I might have some information that might help. It is my hope that with this information, you will be better equipped as the Supreme Guardian to make a wise and informed decision.
Information? Please, tell me what you know, Miss Himeko.
I happen to have a friend with knowledge of Topaz. What Topaz said about her home world is indeed true, which is why she believes that the IPC's takeover of Belobog is the only way of ensuring the city's survival. But there is one thing she intentionally left out. Not all worlds that have accepted the IPC's terms have been saved.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I did say that it was pretty much 50-50 whether it can go well or can go bad.
You mean...
Performing ecological reconstruction on a planet carries inevitable risks. According to the intel provided by my friend, the success rate for the ecological reconstruction of worlds using the IPC's technology is 63%.
That's almost a coin flip, whether it can go well or go bad. Ooh, I mean, slightly favored to go well.
Only 63% of planets succeed? That's not exactly comforting.
This is the overall average across all IPC projects. The success rate of projects personally handled by Topaz is above 80%. She's undoubtedly one of the most capable people in her field.
Ooh, that sounds much more better. Ooh. I guess that'll be a chance I would be willing to take.
I wanted to bring these numbers, these probabilities, to light. I think it's only fair that you know all the facts before making a decision. Ultimately, it's up to you, Supreme Guardian, to make the final call.
I understand. Thank you, Miss Himeko. This information is of great help. Regardless of how alluring their promises may be, this contract is nothing more than a gamble. As a leader, I cannot let the future of Belobog hinge on a roll of the dice.
Now that you've decided, I don't have to pretend to be impartial anymore. I think you're making the right choice, Branya.
Astro friends, I have an idea, but for it to work, I'll need everyone's cooperation. I need some time to rally all the residents in the city, and then I'll meet with Topaz again. Please locate her for me. It doesn't matter where she is or what she's doing. And if the IPC is still trying to take over Belobog's assets, I ask that you do everything in your power to stop them.
Don't worry. Leave it to us. We'll find her. It won't be easy dealing with her, but these two will help me get the job done.
Yep.
Belobog's future is not for sale. And we'll never forget the friends who stood by us in our time of need. Not once, but twice. Stay safe, everyone.
Message? We can talk here, Gippard, and share your reports with the crew. Yes, Lady Branya. Yeah, the more details, the better. The Supreme Guardian ordered me to garrison in the Rift Town and serve main guards and automation to stop the IPC infiltration. The defense went smoothly at first, but Topaz herself appeared with some special technology, seizing control of our augmentations instantly. Yeah, we already knew that they can take over all the robots. It seems Topaz is heading for a certain area in the depths of the River Town. For some reason, Sprog was with her too. Sprog? Is he trying to go against us again? I hope not. My instinct tells me that there's something else behind this. But I don't know for sure yet. At least we know where we can find Topaz. Let's go, March. NoukonNeko.
Gepard should be waiting for us in Rivet Town, right? Here we go again. Back to our old stomping grounds for another adventure.
Future Market 2 is where we're currently at. But anyways, this is probably a good stopping point. I will go ahead and stop here. And we'll continue to do more of this tomorrow. So far, the story's been interesting because this is stuff that, you know, people like countries nowadays do. They face a similar kind of problem. And it's really hard to know what's the right and wrong decision here. So I'm very interested to see how this all ends. And I guess we'll find out together tomorrow. I think the other thing that will happen tomorrow is I probably will roll this banner until I can get a C6 or E6 Tinyun. She's currently at E4. And there's a good chance that I can pull that off. I'm lucky. But in the worst case, I just run out of how much I have saved up. Yeah, it's just 2 more is all I need. And in the better case, best case scenario, I get more copies than Jinglu along the way. But yeah, we'll see. So tomorrow will be a really big day. The conclusion to this story, possibly unlocking the event, and my role for Jinglu. I probably can try to do it on stream at the end of it, and then like kind of edit and split it as a separate video like I usually do. So that's probably gonna be the plan tomorrow. And I think that's all I have for now. I think everything is to be determined after that point, after I kind of catch up to Honkai. And I'll kind of give more news tomorrow, I guess, when I kind of give more thought on how things are going. But yeah, there probably will be at least some Phasmophobia streams this Sunday. So if you're looking forward to that, then see you there. But yeah, I guess some people who are watching this, hope you guys are excited to see tomorrow's continuation of the story. So, right, I'm gonna go get some sleep. So, again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later. NoukonNeko signing out. Bye bye.